I've never had any boss like John Sime.
Is that a good thing?
For a funeral business, we had a hell of a lot of fun. We had lots of laughs. But on a more serious note, John Sime helped more people in this town, not just in the funeral business. I know 2 funerals, and I hope I'm not speaking out of place, John, but I know he did 2 funerals, never got a nickel. More than I know. John's remark was, that's what my dad would have done. Yeah. John's dad formed this man, and he did a damn good job. But like I said, honesty, reliability, integrity, and caring. This guy has all those, as his wife does, who work just as hard as John. But from all of us, thank you, John Sime.
Thank you.
My name is Kasie, and I also work for John and Jan. In the summer of 2014, I had just finished teaching the first year at the Baroka School District, and my dad told me, what do you think you're going to do all summer? You need to find a job. And my dad had recently retired, and John had been after him to work at some funerals, so my dad said, I'm going to get a hold of John Henry and see if you can work for him. And I said, well, like doing what? And he said, well, just at funerals and stuff. So I thought I was going to work for him to, set up some plants at the funerals, maybe pass out some programs. And then it turned into much more than that. And like Frank said, I've never met nicer people than John and Jan. They're the most caring and loving couple that I've ever met in my life. I feel honored to be called the daughter John never wanted. John would tell me story after story after story and taught me many, many life lessons. And lots of times Jan would look at me and give me an eye roll because she knew I had heard the story 100 times before. But I just smiled and rolled with it and pretended it was the first time I ever heard it, and I thought it was a great story. John and Jan became part of the Moran family. They spent lots of holidays with us. They were there for my children's adoption and my children's baptisms and first communions and birthday parties. And my little boy took quite a liking to John. And when he came to live with me when he was 2, almost 3, everything in our house was named John Sime. And a few years after, every toy we had was named John Sime. Every animal we had was named John Sime. My dad raised a few pigs. And the girls picked their pigs, and they named them like Crystal and Wanda or something. And they said, Taman, you can name this girl pig. And he said, well, I'm going to name it John Sime. And they said, but it's a girl. And he said, well, I'll call the other one John Sime's wife. And soon the pigs went to be butchered. And Taman's mean sisters told him, Grandpa killed your pig. John Sime's dead. And Taman came to me and said, that's not true, is it? And I said, no. Grandpa just took it to live out its life on a nice farm. And then one day, my daughter B came to the funeral home, and John said something about the pig, and B said, you know our grandpa killed that. And Mom told Tay it's living at some farm somewhere. And John just thought that was the best story. John used my children for several acting gigs. He wanted to reenact a picture that was taken in downtown Reedstown on Flag Day, and so he had me get my kids and like 3 of each of their friends, and we went to Reedstown, and John gave them all flags, and they stood in the exact spot that this picture was taken, like in the 19th Armistice Day, yes. And John took pictures with them, and then John got into the pictures, and John's friends sent him like a soccer uniform or football from Africa, and it was much too small for John. After he tried it on, and Jan told him it was much too small, he gave it to Taman and had Taman take pictures in it. And And on the table out there, there's a picture of John in the uniform and Taman. And then John's cousin sent him a bunch of cowboy outfits, and they were much too small for John. So John said, "Hey, can you bring Taman over here so I can take some pictures with my horses?" And so Taman put the cowboy stuff on and stood next to John Sime, and they took and sat on the horse even, yes. And they took lots of pictures. So, like Frank said, John is a very generous man, very giving. One of my favorite stories is when John's father passed away. He took his vehicle to get new tires or something, and the man, I hope he's not out in the bar, just kept the vehicle, was driving it all over for months and months. And I said, "Why would you let him do that?" And John said, "Well, I don't know. I guess he must have needed something to drive." But eventually I called him and said, "I'm going to need my dad's car back." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay." One of the first times I casketed someone with John, I said, "Oh, I think they look really good." And John turned to me and said, "Well, they should. They just got out of the hospital." And then John told me that was one of his dad's old jokes. So then when we went out, every single time we finished, John would say, "Well, they should. They just got out of the hospital." One of my favorite stories of old John is that he told me when he was a kid and lived upstairs above the funeral home, he always thought he was living in an apartment in Brooklyn, New York. And I said, "That is so weird, John. Why would you think that?" And he said, "Well, I don't know, because on the TV shows I watched, everyone lived in Brooklyn, New York and in apartments. So that's just where I thought I lived." Until one day his mother had some women over and they said, "Oh, well, where do you live?" And John said, "Brooklyn." No, I don't think you do.
Oh my goodness.
And John was always also very generous, and he would be retiring a very rich man, but Jan agreed every time they got paid for a funeral, John could give all of the money that they had made to the little children in Africa. So he's donated most of his money to the little kids in Africa. And that's why they're not, super rich millionaires. So I just feel so blessed to have known them. And one other thing, when he was getting ready to sell the funeral home and we were cleaning it out, I wasn't afraid to boss John around and would say, like, "Oh, you have 3 of these, John. We're gonna keep 1. The rest are gonna go in the dumpster." And Jan turned to me and said, "Kasie, where have you been my whole life?" And she said, "I just can't see that sad look on his face when I tell him he has to throw something away." It didn't bother me at all. We filled 8 dumpsters. We filled 8 dumpsters, and the rest is history. So I feel very blessed not only to have worked for them, but they've just become part of our family. And my kids love them, and we all love them. So.
Very nice.